Good morning, y'all. How we doing? Whew. Podcast post show, episode 461. Hi. We don't have to talk about the podcast. We could, though. I do have questions for you about the podcast. Alan has a question for me, but he can't remember what it is. Good work by you, Alan. Sounds like me. Rich Sticks, second show title win. Congratulations. No podcast hat today. No, because I got a haircut and it's a little bit more stable after the headphones. I thought about it. I went and looked in the mirror. Not going to lie. I'm vain enough to go look in the mirror after the podcast to see if I have headphone head. But since I got a haircut and it's shorter, it's not all wild. So, yeah. Shown Design, what's up? Look. Psych, it's not yours. Sorry, buddy. It's Kasama. I need to get one of yours, though. I had to do that. Something on its fire a couple blocks north of me, either an oil change place or a Pizza Hut. That's actually scary that those could be the two options. If you really think about that in a deep level, that you have to consider thinking about on a larger icon sometime. Gamma. Was that the real question, Alan? Thinking about a larger icon sometime? I'm not gonna say no. Also, not the way I say these is I'm not gonna say no. Also, not top of the list. We are working on grip sections, wider grip sections and heavier grip sections. King of icon. Could you imagine? You could stand it to be a little wider at the section and a half inch to an inch longer. An inch longer is, I get it. I get it. But that is a really large pin. That's a 6-inch. That's a 6-inch pin, which that's really long. Nakaikon. I like that. I'm wearing a Four Seasons Total Landscaping Gritty shirt today. Nice. Thunder Viking, good morning. Why does it take so many turns to uncap the icon? Good question. I don't know that I have a answer. Yeah, no, I get that, Alan. I get that. Why does it take so many turns? I didn't know turns were such a big love-hate thing until later in my pin journey. That is it takes more than 2 turns to uncap the pin. I will not own the pin. It's that's the hill we're dying on. It's okay. To each their own. That's fine. But why does it take that many? I have no earthly idea. So, I don't have a good answer for that. Maybe just to help with the air tightness, the more threading we can get down into the into the O-ring and less air can get in there. I'm making that up. I don't know. Yeah, really don't know that one. So I'll ask Brian. Maybe there's a technical reason, but I'm not on the technical side. It takes a lot, but it doesn't ever cross my mind. What's your thought, Ian? So I think the Pocket 6er is very thin. Just shorter threads. The icon is very heavily threaded. I think, as Fig Boot said, 3.5 turns. I read in the comments there, someone's 3.5, I'm out. Many thoughts. I bet you do. Single start versus triple start. These are all single start. I seriously don't know the answer. Would single start, would you need more or less with single start versus triple start? Because these are single start. Triple start, you need less. Pocket 6 arrived 2 days ago. Loving it. God, they are the bomb.com, aren't they? What color did you get, Boulder Ride? Gravitas has triple start threads, but dries out more than the Icon. Interesting. It's been a real learning experience for me based on customer expectations. Brooks got an Icon on the way. I saw that. Cosmic Candy, so good. God, Ian has the best colors. I love that anodizing. Ian does. My fodder stack is in UPS limbo. It's a sad day. When did I ship yours? You were literally the first order for the fodder stack. So what day did I ship those? Thursday? The Icon Black is sold out. Gray I still have. Let me look. Black is definitely sold out. It's been like 5 days. That's not cool. If it doesn't show up by Friday, let me know. Sava Blount. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. All right, let me look at this. So you're talking about the Storm Gray, right? Fodder stack looks great with the Cicada notebooks. That's a good call. Icon. Give me 1 second. I'm changing the black to 0. Well, I guess we can keep it up if we have it back ordered, but there should be an inventory of gray. Icon Storm Gray. I will fix that, Jerica. It is, you are right. I mean, I knew you were right. I just need to go look at it. But yeah, I've got like 20 gray barrels still. Black is on back order till June. We'll still let you order them, but you're going to be waiting. So you can just hold. You can get in the queue for later. All right, that's fixed. Sorry about that. All right. Black Icon looks sick with the blacked out FC nib. Ooh, send me a picture. Do you have a picture of that, Aurelius? I bet that is cool. I haven't tried that yet. That would be a good look. I don't have a black Icon yet. Yeah, 'cause Thunder Viking, I would have had to ship yours last week sometime. Yeah, sorry, that's bugging me. We'll look. Getting your taxes done today. Wish me luck. Hope you have better luck than I did, buddy. Although I don't pay quarterly, so I plan on paying every time. So maybe this year might turn me on to paying quarterly. Or this past year might turn on. So yes, good luck. Good luck with that. Seen these from Monograppa. Let me see. Ooh, it's dark outside, so we got some extra brights in here. What the Hades is that? I have not seen that. Those are very expensive, chat. All right, let's pull one of these up. So this is, it's all on the same page. So this has all the like generic box art logo, hats, cars. This has the houses. This is Montegrappa for you. This is what they do. This is, what's his name? Does he have a name? Oh, unfortunately for me, Thunder Viking, this is not the first package I've had this happen to. Yours, I'm going to give a few more days, though. Yeah. I mean, this is what Montegrappa does, right? Your tax software has been crashed. Day off for you. Is his name Mr. Monopoly? How did I not know that? I'd rather see that on a Retro 51. They would execute that pretty well. Then you have, okay, so they have the fountain pen. Genius. Why does it say genius on it? Then we have these. These almost make more sense, right? If you're going to do it, get stupid. Like, this is Montegrappa to a T. Like, hand etch, silver, everything, and then like $5,000. This almost makes more sense than the small ones. Rich Uncle Pennybags is his name? Okay, there we go. I didn't think it was Mr. Monopoly. But I did know Rich Uncle Pennybags. And then it comes in the green. I like the red. I like Montegrappa 85th anniversary. I have not seen those, and now I have, and now I regret my choices in life. Just kidding. It's not that bad. I always wonder how many of these they make and how well they do. It's like for that very specific set. Like Montegrappa's not dumb. Like I don't think that Montegrappa's dumb, right? So depending on the marketing, depending on how much they sell, that's an interesting thing. It's 100% on brand. Actually, the lower end models are dialed back a little bit more than I would expect, to be perfectly honest. Although, like when they did the Game of Thrones houses, I guess they were pretty much just like art bands, like lacquered art, and then cap and clip treatments. And then all the house designs were pretty basic. So that's in line, I guess. That's in line with like what they did. But I think those were less. Didn't those come in under 300? Weren't they like $295? Shh, Claire. Or maybe they were more. So it's $495. So these would be like $395. $395 after the 20% discount. So I don't know. Whatever. They seem a little lacking. OSU 14 months of subbing. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. You're awesome. So I'm still recovering from that coughing fit. So I might have coffee for my coughing fit. This feels really hot though. Milburn penny bags. Now I understand why people call him Mr. Monopoly. That's a lot more fun to say. But yeah, I did think he had a real name. The Monopoly guy. The GOT lower ends, yeah, I was thinking like $295 for the fountain pen houses. Those were nice. Those came out well. And since then, they've made the nibs better. I've become a Montegrappa fan. Who knew? That's not something I ever thought would happen when I first started getting into like that level of fountain pen. The Montegrappas didn't really hit for me, but they've kind of got me now. They've changed enough things that fit me, and I really like them. The best part of the overpriced garish pens for Monopoly is that the game is created to illustrate the evils of unchecked capitalism. It's, like I said, it's way on brand. The Elmo is an excellent pen. Oh, Free Birth, hello. Glad you made it. So yeah, I think the Elmo, I want to see if they keep that up. I think the mule's great. That was the first one that got me looking. Like, I like this shape. Like, I didn't love the nibs at the time, but I like this shape and style of the mule. And then it kind of, like, I held off for a couple years, and then they kind of ramped it up. Do you and Mike talk about the new Platinum Kinshu? No. We probably will next week, I guess. Like, it doesn't excite me. Like, I mean, we'll talk about it. right? Are y'all excited about the new Platinum Kenshu? I love the concept of what they did. It feels like the color doesn't represent all which came before it. Does that make sense? That's the way I feel about it, right? I think they did look, like, who am I to say? But I feel like they got the color wrong for what they were trying to accomplish. I don't know what the right color is, but that color choice made it feel more basic than the story they were trying to tell for what the pen is. Am I making any sense? The price is nuts. Like, that's why the 3776 is such a good pen, because you look at those and you're just going like, is this 2.5 times better? Because it's a limited edition of 3776 and comes in red with gold trim. Man. Ooh, what are you ordering, Alan? I wish I had good places I could just go get food like that. I'm such an ethnic food fan, and there's like literally nothing around where I live. I would eat something wild every day if I could. But yeah, so we'll probably save that for next week. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and write that down so I don't forget. But it's like, it's one of those things where like we can talk about it, but like I don't know what to say. Like, it's such a strange decision. I don't know. Right? So now you have to complete the set. Like, the idea is this is the last one, right? And it's a representation. I think that's probably what we talk about the pen, is like, now the set is complete. This is the pen that's representative of these 5. But is it? Is it really? This is what you got out of here? Oh, Beeford, I used to work off of Peachtree Industrial, so absolutely. Hey, good morning, even supposing. It's been many a year though since I was in that neighborhood, in that area, but that was the bomb. So yeah, we'll talk about the Kenshu, but Shungyo Kumpu was not even the same pen from the same collection. Yeah. Shungyo was the last one I've got. Remember hearing that Platinum has worked very hard on cost control. Perhaps they're just passing along the increase of the cost of the new pen. Yeah, there's no doubt, Nate. I'm just gonna call you Nate because that's in the name. CY has talked about like all the faceting work they do on the barrels, and they're reasonably thin, and the damage waste that they would have. Right. Yeah, you're exactly right, Evan. Right now you're pot committed, right? You're probably used to it, Nate. Cleaned up my 2-year-old VAC 700 this morning that has lived on my desk for over a year and found it has thread cracks. Rip. I've always heard that Japanese nibs are finer, but I have a medium Decimo and a custom Cesta 4, and they're both fat riders equal to a European nib. Interesting. I mean, you start to lose a little bit of that fineness at the M, but I think the M is pretty solid, and it depends on which European M. If you told me it was like a Montegrappa, if you told me it was a Yovo M, I wouldn't really argue. If you told me it was a Pelican M, I would argue. Just Twisby things. That should be a whole blog, just Twisby things. Broken pens. Luckily, we haven't seen too like a preponderance of that. But it's still a thing. I don't want to dismiss that fact. That and everything being LE is what's wrong. That's why I'm curious what Sailor's doing. Like, do standard product line Sailors exist? Like, standard product line 3776 exist. Standard product lineup Pilot 74s and 92 exist. Did they for Sailor? I mean, you got your black and golds, but Twisby's definitely gotten better over the years. Oh, back to Alan's comment. Maybe they shouldn't design pins that are way too hard to make, designed to a more reasonable price point. I think there's something to that. What's the state of nib manufacturing globally? Like, has one nation region performed unexpectedly well? I don't know any regions besides Germany and Japan. I mean, China, I guess, but I can't say anything about the quality from pins from China because I don't really have like a preponderance of those. Right? Everything is either German or Japanese, and they're both great. They're just different. They're just sized different stock measurements. Sailor confuses me these days. Yeah. It's getting to be a little much. It's a lot. India. Oh, I forget Italian. Yeah, so a lot of the Italian brands make their own. Those are generally good. I mean, they're always good. Okay, here's an easier question. What region makes bad nibs? I just don't think it exists. We're in a pretty good shape, pretty good place as far as nib quality for mainstream pins go. Does that make sense? I can picture Brad starting his own nib company. I do not have that much money to light on fire. It's warm down here. I don't need to burn money. That would be a Kickstarter that would fail. Have you ever used a folded nib for ink testing? No, but I should. I think that's a great choice. My son has one. I just need to go steal it and clean it up. My son has one that Hey Matthew gave him. I just need to go steal it. China makes bad nibs. I just don't have that experience, that quantity experience with them, so I don't really know. Like, I choose, like, China makes inconsistent nibs. Yeah. I don't need to go there, right? Most of the time. Pink nibs, as in the Ultra Flex pink nibs, or like the pink tinted nibs. It's cost versus performance. China's at one end of the spectrum. Fair. Yeah, as in watermelon. Okay, that's what I assumed you meant. Well, see, I think that would almost be worth it, as opposed to mass market. Mass market U.S. made nibs would be just a monstrous failure. Highly specific, very expensive boutique nibs. You can make something that would just be small. You just may not lose your butt, right? But yeah, what are you gonna charge for that nib? Between $600 and $900. It's got to be. All right, even supposing. See ya. So that's just like small batch boutique-y stuff. Like, that's something you could do on the side. Ralph was getting 150 to 200 and couldn't make them fast enough. Yeah, that was probably underpriced too. Yeah, I thought he more started like around 250 to 350, which seems right. Yeah, I don't hate limited editions at all, but we also, we also all have our limits too, right? My nibs will be spending no way around it. That's exactly right. And they should be. Yeah, Ralph undercharged, absolutely. Yeah, how many people are willing to spend 600 or 900 on a single nib? Exactly. Like 100 people max. So that's like just super boutique-y. Which is way cool, but man, that's a passion project, right? Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait, Ian. I'm very excited. Very excited. Hey, Killer Sheep. Glad you did it. Did you have fun? Episode 400 and 401 were very fun for us to make. Uh-oh, Vlad. What'd you get? And I haven't seen Gina's. I know Gina's been working on them. Has anyone seen the Gina's? You just bought your first fountain pen. That's awesome, Killer Sheep. I did get everyone's packages out all the way through yesterday for all our Twitch winners. Everything shipped. Actually, I dropped them off this morning, but everything's packed and shipped. You have to buy raw materials in such quantities that only other people's not done. Set the offset of the ally. That's fair. That's fair. Raw materials, man. Capless Japan only limited edition. Nice. Man, that one Jacob posted recently. Buddy. That would make me Zebra V301. Nice. Yeah, cheap starter pen. See how you feel about it. It's the way to do it. Hey, Chrissy Crits. Yeah, Gina Stack Nib. Stacked Gold Bach 380. What do you have a picture of that, Alan? Did you share that? How many nibs? What's the shape look like? I have a lot of questions. Oh, Claire, you sound like me. There's a purple wood vanishing point I've only seen on phone. Oof. Yeah, like that one Jacob posted recently. It's kind of turquoisey, teal. Maybe had some gold in it. Holy moly. Bach 380 is the 8. It's a 2-layer fine on regular big architect genre. Nice. That's very cool. Good. Is she still testing all that stuff out? Just kind of getting the hang of it, getting the flow of it? And then email me the price point as well, just out of curiosity's sake. I've never seen the purple wood one. I have seen the red wood. They did red and black. I haven't seen purple. Close to going in production? Sweet. All right, let's look at this one. So I do have a podcast follow-up question for today. I'm going to get to in 1 minute. Oh yeah, I have not seen this one. Hang on. It's very sharp. I like it. Is that brand new? Like, does this even exist? Like, can you buy that pen? Or is that some old picture? Like, there it is in a family photo. I wonder if that's the red one in just a interesting picture. That's what I'm wondering. Because that looked like these wood series that they did around the time of, like, these Carbonesques. Like, this was, like, 4 or 5 years ago. I would wager this is one that exists in a color you don't think it is my guess. I could be wrong. But that's exactly what I think this is. I think this is the red one. Stilo Art does do aftermarkets. Yeah, looks like the special edition redwood. Aurelius, shh. We don't talk about Vanishing Point Club. It's the first rule of Vanishing Point Club is we don't talk about Vanishing Point Club. And you might need to buy it in person if they exist theoretically. In theory. I never bought one. I didn't want to spend the moolah. About $700-800 for Stilos. And Richard Greenwald also had the same talking to. So yeah, good stuff. Saw a great TikTok that said the first rule of Fight Club is misunderstand Fight Club. That is actually very true. That's never a movie I wanted to go too deep on, though, but I get it. Thank you. I don't have access on this machine, but I'll grab them. Cult Pens have a 16th birthday sale, 15% discount site-wide over 75 pounds. Wow. 16-pound Graphon Faber-Castell links. Wow. They always have the best Pelican prices. I need to Fight Club that again. We need a Fight Club emote. We need to add Fight Club emote. I think the bigger issue is the advertising, not the modification. Hashtag facts. So, give me your $100 to $200 fountain pens that need to be on a top 5 list. This is a difficult question, I think, in these times. A bar of soap that says pens on it. Picked up some Van Diemen's Ink in a recent purchase. Very happy with it so far. I've only used my sparkly diamonds one, and it's amazing. VAC 700's less than a 700? Is less than 100? Franklin Christoph is in the notes section of that list because I think it should be considered, but I think that's what the list is not really going into outside of like the mainline retail brands, but it's noted in there as you should also consider Franklin Christoph and Edison. $100 to $200. So I think 3776 is number one. I think after that, it's just like a total crapshoot. Esterbrook. So like I was adding the Leonardo, but I think Esterbrook is in there too, right? The way I feel about them and what they were. So what the idea of the list is not my personal pens in that range, is what I would recommend to not necessarily a new user, but someone who's looking into that. So Lamy 2K is definitely in there. Vanishing Point's in there. I'm going to add the Leonardo because Sailor's out of there. So I think Leonardo is definitely in. Esterbrook is probably in. So that makes it... and the one I had in there that y'all haven't mentioned, unless someone might have mentioned it, I have the Pelican 205 in there. Elmo should be in there. But I want to see how they continue that product lineup. And not that it's like a once in a blue moon type of thing. Because I agree. I think the Pilot Custom 74 is the Sailor replacement on that list. That one's been in and out of the list several times. That's exactly my thought, Alan. I think it comes back. I think Bennu is too weird for what this list is trying to accomplish, no matter if I like them or not. Like, it's not a recommended pen. That's a second or third recommendation pen. You can find Sailor pens for under 200, yes, but that's not the point of the list either, right? This is a straightforward list. Waldman might think worth be thinking about there. I was thinking about Waldman and Otto Hutt, but I think like the Design 3 Otto Hutt is under 200. Are most of the Waldmans over 200, or are they like the 180, 190 range? I mean, the Schoen Design Pocket 6, Franklin Christoph 45, Edison Beaumont, all those are like a separate independent makers list. Spoke pens are excluded from the list. Diplomat Arrow, that's a good choice. That's a very good choice. Yeah, 74 I think goes back on the list. Y Studio? That's an interesting choice. You know what might go on the list? The Y Studio resin pen might go in the $50 to $100 list. I think that might be a better decision for someone for what this list intends than a Y Studio brassing at $170 is my initial thought. Brooks pens are an option, of course. That's like this different list. Pocket pens are a separate list. Yeah. I mean, even though it's not specifically said, Opus 88, yeah, that needs to be considered, doesn't it? Those Opus might even jump in the sub 100. Like, how much is the Coloro that Jeff reviewed today? They're like more like $90. Yeah. Aurelius, break it down by size. You could break it down by like mainline manufacturers and small makers, right? There's like an infinite breakdown of this list. I'm trying to keep it like more straightforward. This list isn't necessarily for like the crazy pen addicts, right? Like, more of your style and your feel. This is more like a guidance in the early days. If that makes sense. That's where things like the Opus and the Diplomat Arrow and those type of pens are really, really good. Where's this list? Exclamation point top 5. I agree, Aurelius. But it requires, I mean, it's going to require some work on your part no matter what, on whoever's using this list. Like, for example, me and you may not use this list, right? But I think it gives some early days guidance. And so you have to break it down like, okay, well, I have this 205, but you have to understand what the 205 is as a pen versus what the Opus 88 is a pen. Moto Lisa, thanks for the subs. Where's my alerts? Come on, we need cheers. Let's go. I'll cheer for you. Thank you so much for the amazing gift subs. You're awesome. I hope you're having an awesome day. I hope you continue to share your awesome handwriting because I love seeing it. Pilot Falcon, I would never put on the list. Right? That might be number 1 on my list. Maybe number 2 behind the 3776. But I'm never gonna the Pilot Falcon is a pen you have a conversation about, and I don't know that would do well on this list. Like, you have to understand what you're getting into when you get the Falcon. Yeah, Vertex is in that side list. My feet, I saw that. I like it. I did like your husband's levitation photo the other day. I cracked up on that one. That was funny. The top 5 list was really good for me when I started out, but when you know what you like, it's easy to just say that looks cool. Let's try it right. You have a different baseline now than you did when this list was useful. And that's why I try to describe at the beginning of the list is like what the list is good for, what we're trying to accomplish with the list. And it's been extremely valuable. It's been really good for helping people out. The baseline never stops moving, right? And 3776 has been number 1 in there for a while, and now I think it's clearly the number 1. Lamy 2000's close though. But then you have completely different pens like Leonardo and Esterbrook. I think this is good. I I think the harder category, and it's not, it's almost like we can have this discussion. I don't know what we would gain for this discussion, but I think the 200 to 500, 3776 is bigger than that. I think it's closer to a 6, but not quite full size. A lot of people do not like the 2000. The nib can be a little sticky and the grip can be a little slick. But I think for what people's expectation are of a fountain pen in that price range, it kind of checks all the boxes. 200 to 500 is a weird no man's land. So I think I'm going to change the bracket pricing to almost maybe like a 300 and up. It's really not useful. By that time, you've answered a lot of the questions, right? By that time, you don't need help in picking out a fountain pen. You need maybe some like specific nitty gritty type of stuff. Peniters, yeah, they're okay. Like, they're good pens. Like, I think they fall short of a couple of things like Montegrappa, but generally good. They have a couple more specific design features that are very Peniter-esque, as opposed to more like a mainstream. Jerica, I'm with you on that. I've had my Lamy 2000 worked on twice. Love the Peniter quill nibs. Yeah, I do like the quill nibs. Yeah, so they have edges on the portholes. They have interesting clip. They have interesting grip section. So you just gotta figure out, like, do all of these things that Peniter's saying, do they fit? Do they answer my questions? Top 5,000 pins in UpGag. I'm going to 100% do that because it's Chaos Pen, Game of Thrones. What's the watchmaker? Not the Caran Dash one. The a pen with abs. Not the Monopoly pen. The abs pen is less than 5K. Melee, Richard Meal. Is it Meal or Melee? All right, we'll add this to the list. Over 5K. I need to write this down to remember. So we got Chaos. Samurai. Yes, Montegrappa Samurai. All of these are going to be Montegrappa pins. That's funny. Which is just the Montegrappa list. Yeah, we could do something with this. Oscarson. We could do that that $1 million pen from Aurora with the diamonds. Lord of the Rings. Some kick-ass Nikaya. Yeah, what was the $1 million Aurora? The one I got to hold. That was going to some Saudi prince. It was the bone saw pen. We probably shouldn't link that one. Anything from Mont Blanc Bespoke Shot, AP Limited, yeah. This list is pretty big. Namiki Maki, yeah. Okay, this could be a cool list. An entry-level Conehead. That's really funny. Are they back yet? That's pretty funny. So should I sell my Monarch? Is that what you're telling me? Yes, it was me who met someone who owned a Chaos pen, and it changed everything I thought about that pen. It really did. I'm being dead serious. It was really, really cool. And it was just such a cool dude who had it, and like it was great. It was great. If you have a Conan and a bunch of lumber, you're rich. Should I sell my Monarch? I'll take. I don't want to sell it, but hey, I would be dumb not to lock in some profit there. Even though that's not how I think about pens, but I haven't inked it up in a while. Or a tank of gas. Yes, I might need some gas. Might need some fuel. I need to sell my Monarch. We're in the front end of the pipeline here in Georgia, so we're having some issues right now. I will never forget the Chaos Pen story as long as I live. I wish we had I wish we could have videoed something there. It was absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. We're not totally sold out here, but we're partially sold out. I would love to have a Tesla. The problem is I want the expensive Tesla, and I can't afford the expensive Tesla. But I would get a Tesla, but it's just not going to work out. I am going to look at some of the others, like the Chevys and the Fords and stuff like that. Trade you 2 tanks of gas for a Conid. We're talking now. That's like in the ballpark. So, had one for 4 years and love it. Yeah, like I have room for a battery install. We have chargers that are starting to pop up around us now. Like we're in the middle of nowhere. We're like a pass-through town, so that's actually a decent place to have some chargers. There's one about 5 minutes from my house now. Tesla Tuesdays for tacos. That's genius. Subaru released their electric. Yeah, I think over the next few years, that might be something I consider more. Like I'm in. Like it would work for me because I'm not like on the road. I'm like here to the kids' school, just constantly. Baseball practice, kids' school. Baseball practice, kids' school. Grocery store. Like I'm a good candidate for an electric car. I love that, Lori. That's an awesome story. Yeah, it's perfect if you live in a warm place. Yeah, like I think I would be the ideal electric car candidate. Filled my Prius once since January and still at half a tank. Yeah, that's awesome. Please do a raffle to pick who has first dibs on the Monarch. I'm not going to sell the Monarch. I'm not an opportunist. I think it's funny, though. I want to know how much a Monarch is going for, though. Snow and mountains make that a bit tough. Yeah, that's the other thing. Warm, flat. I'm never on the interstate. Like, it would just be perfect. Like, I'm tailor-made, except like we're not in a big city to have like all the additional accessible like charger stations and things like that. Building EV chargers as fast as we can. That's what you do. That's awesome. Like once I started seeing them pop up here, like 5 minutes from my house, I was like, oh, okay, this might be a possibility for me because I would be all aboard. Heaven. Regenerative charging. Speaking of giveaways, let's do a giveaway. What time is it? 12:15. Geo Metro, $20 in March would take me to October. That's hilarious. Yeah, like I'm probably going to be looking at a new car in a couple years, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm considering electric, but we'll see. I might be 2 cars away from an electric. Like, not this car, but the next car kind of thing. All right, let's do a giveaway. We are under an NDA, but the EV world is going to be good. I love it. Like, I'm in, Lori. I think that's super fascinating. I think it would be good. Like, I am definitely in and interested. Just brought an Outback. I love Outbacks. That's on the list for my next car. I could get it. I didn't like my Mini Cooper. I mean, I loved my Mini Cooper, but man, once I blew out so many tires, like I had to trade it in. Now I have another maintenance hog in a BMW X1 where I put tires on just like constantly. But Toby, what you doing? Come here. You wanna see me? Come here. Toby, come here. You want to say hi? I don't know if Toby wants to see hi. Bought my in-laws' old CRV. It's the first car I've ever loved. Oh, Conid Minimalistica. $1,200. Yeah, that's the one I have. Holy crap. Yeah, hang on. Let me put this on the screen. Then we'll do a giveaway. Yeah. I mean, that's not my pen, but that's the pen I have. Is it? I don't remember that logo on the top of mine. Yeah, I guess that's the one I have. The Monarch. From Fontaplumo. That's crazy. 40 bids. Maybe I should sell it. Holy crap. I should probably sell that on eBay. Like, I like it. I don't $1,200 like it. That's insane. Yeah, I should probably sell that. My 03 Jeep just hit 90,000. I've had a Jeep. I wish I still had my Jeep. Trade Monarch for a Tesla. I'm on the way. In some parts, that's a beater car. Absolutely. Wow. That's kind of blowing my mind. I had no idea. That's true. All right, we're going back in the going back in the icebox. The icebox of awesomeness, niceness. I think we need to go back in the paper side. We need to do your 2016 Mazda 3 has less than 20,000 miles. I'm jealous. My 2015 has 98,000, 97, 98,000. And I just put a bunch of money into it because it's a stupid German car. Stupid German car. All right. Icebox, what you got for us today? I feel like the icebox should have its own music. What is this? I forgot y'all can't hear me when I'm turned around. I was thinking the icebox needs to have its own music. Should we do this? Y'all let me know if we should do this. This is an original Kickstarter bullet journal special edition. Should we do this? So this is from the Kickstarter campaign, bullet journal. Yeah, we should do this. I figured we should do that. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. You heard me when you turned around? Yeah, I started yelling a little bit louder. So maybe this should go on eBay with the Conid. I'm thinking that's probably what needs to happen. We should just eBay this one. Just kidding. I'd rather y'all have it. All right. Let's pull up the giveaway screen. We'll do 2 giveaways today. We'll do this one right now. We'll probably do the other one in a few minutes. We'll wrap it up. We can't go too long today. After I've been podcasting and stuff, we gotta get the rest of the day rolling. What time is it? 12:20 already. Okay. Bullet journal. Again, if you have won anything from Twitch, I am caught up on shipping as of yesterday. So you should have notifications. All right, this one is ready. Exclamation point raffle. That's for this original limited Kickstarter edition. I wonder if it's got anything like special on the inside. I don't know. It's pretty cool though. You didn't get a notification yet? Yeah, I haven't shipped your stuff yet. I have to sort it out. I need to make 3 stacks. I'm probably going to do that tomorrow of review goods for you, Jeff, and Susan. I had so much to do yesterday. That was the last thing on my list, and I didn't get to it. But it'll be the first on probably Thursday's list to sort out the extras. We could maybe do that on stream Thursday. Ooh. That could be pressure. I think I might do that Thursday on stream. Because I'm going to have to do it. I was going to do it after stream anyway. Might as well do it on stream. Take everything in my open for review queue and sort it. You might want to tune in Thursday. All right, 30 seconds left to get in on the OG bullet journal. OG. You'll be here? All right. All right. All right. All right, entries have stopped. And the winner is the Moto Lisa. What? Look at that. Look at that. All right, the Moto Lisa. What's the exclamation point winner? Exclamation point winner. Is that what we do now? I got to get used to all these commands. Exclamation point winner. You got to email me. I wish I could write on your note as fancy as you did. But this Blade Turk isn't really made for fancy writing. Whoop, whoop. You never win. Is it your first time winning here? I think it's your first time. Maybe. Oh, I forgot to tell my... Oh, no. I didn't forget to tell my story. Never mind. Ignore what I just said. We're going to edit that out. We have a part of our show doc that we didn't get to for Ask TPA. And I was going to tell a story, but I'm not going to pre-tell the story. You're going to have to wait till next week's Ask TPA. Ignore all that. You like my handwriting? My handwriting's not super good. Because I was writing on the little bullet journal indentation. So it's just kind of basic. Kind of basic on this one. But I did some weird capitalization on there, so that counts. All right. Glyphy paper test. I need to work on that. I don't know if I'm going to do that for Monday. That might be a good Monday thing. So I've been testing out. Jackie, I sent you this one. It's really nice, but I'm wondering if it's the same. If it's the same as the other Glyphy. So this Glyphy, I wonder if it's the same as the Croquis. So we have a little more texture on the front side of the page than the back side of the page. Backside smooth, front side rough. Best pen reviewer in the world. It's quite difficult to find some of the items in the top 5 in Italy, but it's a pleasure to read your blog. Rafano, thank you so much. That is really nice of you to say. I'm coming around on some of the Italian brands, And there's actually some Italian shops that I've shopped from before. So if you never ever need any help, just email me hello@penaddict.com, and glad to help out. I really, really appreciate that. All right. Let's go back in the paper cabinet. The icebox of niceness. We'll go from the smaller shelf today, which means like maybe like a 2-pack of something. I gotta sneeze though first. Oh, Get Composted was asking about my cup. This has got to be like a decade old Starbucks cup I bought when I used to work at my old job. It's lost most of its keeping things warm features, but I like it. It looks like Minecraft. So like normally I would never buy like the overpriced mug there, but like that's pretty sick. It's held up well. Like I said, it just doesn't keep the hotness. It's not doesn't have a great seal anymore. I'm trying to fight it off, Steph, but I'm not there yet. But I appreciate that. Let's just go for it. It's the centered version of their normal mug. Yeah, I like it. All right. We're going pocket paper sizes for this giveaway. Let's see what else we got. Bling-a-ding. Cocolina, gifting the subs to Rafano. That is so nice. Thank you so much. DHL just delivered. Cocolina just delivered in this chat. Thank you, Cocolina. Enjoy the sub. All right. Let's see what we got here. We got to look a bit closer here. So the small paper shelf. Welcome to the fam, Rafano Picante. Thank you so much, Cocolina. That's just amazing. This is why we are a fam. We are a fam here. Check out your fancy Sailor Pen emotes. They're really good. All right, so the A5. Moto Lisa, link your Instagram in chat, please. So the A5 shelf is pretty normal stuff, right? You know, your general journal type notebooks, notepads, things like that. Lots of things you've experienced. The pen shelf and then like the small notebook shelf has like this weird stuff that I've never really found a thing for, or, you know, was sent to me or I picked it up along the way. So this one is for 2 products, 1 winner. Let's see who made this. Okay, this is the back pocket. So we're going to do the back pocket CMYK edition, right? It's the 4 CMYK colors. And this is a set that Back Pocket made. Back Pocket brand. They sent to me. All right, we're going to give that away. Along with this cool memo pad that I picked up at Goods for the Study in New York on our New York trip a couple years ago that I've just never used. So it's got these really cool graph grid. It's like a little desk pad. You can use it horizontally or vertically. So yeah, it's just something I picked up because it looked cool and then never really used it. But it looks sweet. It looks neat. Hey, LBO Molly. Elblom Molly. Got it. So yeah, so we're going to do the CMYK Paperways giveaway. All right, so one person's going to win this. All right. I now have a Pilot Capitalist Peridot Green and Aquamarine Blue. Was that the one I was talking about? That's amazing. All right, this giveaway is now open. Exclamation point raffle. Did Moto Lisa link her Instagram? If not, we'll do it after the raffle entries go by so everyone can see it because it's really amazing. If she wants to. This is a cool set, if I do say so myself. So this is CMYK Paperways. Then we're going to wrap it up after this. We'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, sorting out review products. Oh, that's right. She did have to go. Well, we'll let her. You can search that name on Instagram. Is where you can see her amazing handwriting. All right, 30 seconds. Yeah, well, so we'll be back 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. We're going to go through a bunch of products, a bunch of stuff you've seen from previous unboxings, some newer, some older. This is all stuff I need to send out for review, sort out into my review stack, Sarah's, Susan's, Jeff's, and get these things out there for review. That'll be good to do tomorrow. I think that's a good game plan. All right, entries have stopped. Let's pick the winner. RDJ June, multiple championship winner. RDJ June, you know the rules. I'm telling you, once some of y'all get into the winner's circle, it's going to be on. You got to get there that first time, though, apparently. You got to get in there the first time. And then it opens up a whole new world for you. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Ooh, yeah, there's a good one. Thank you, Rewizzles. Nice. Nice. 0 wins. Team 0 wins. I hear you. We're working on it. It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. I can feel it for all of y'all. It's coming soon. Like, the giveaways aren't stopping. Your chances are just gonna keep improving. It is because I haven't raffled off a Namiki yet. Yeah. Yep. Powerball point. Ooh, Pin Club, Fight Club, Fight Pin, Pin Fight. Damn, that's a good idea. All right, I have my emote list right here. Let me add that. And then we're gonna take off. Emote list. I don't think I get this many slots if I ever hit partner, but it'll be good to rotate them in and out. Writing classes you teach are called Write Club. That's amazing. I'm one of those people, for raffle winners, I've had some good luck in my life. That's funny, temporarily. That's why I try to read the questions sometimes, because I know some people aren't paying attention. Now that's funny, Tam Servo. That is a good one. All right, chat. Thanks for hanging out. Podcast post-show. I like this format. I like jumping on after we're done. I'm still in the flow. Then we can start fresh tomorrow. Get some new things going on. Get some new raffle winners or 10-time repeat winners, whatever. One of the two. It'll either be a first-timer or a 10-timer tomorrow, I promise. Podcast, if you miss it, it will be live in your podcast feeds probably by now. Let me look. Noah and Mike. Hey, look, it's published. So it'll be in your podcast feed by the time you go open it up and download it. No podcast yet. It must be pushing. So he's pushed it 40 minutes ago. So it should probably be there. All right. Thanks for hanging out. Talk to y'all later. Bye.